Hi, everybody. Good morning to all of you. Good afternoon or good evening, probably everyone. So I'm Philippe Laumay. I'm VP Product, I'm CISO and responsible of the cloud infrastructure at Bonitasoft. And today we'll do an overview of Bonita Cloud, the new as-a-service offer of Bonitasoft. So today we are going to present an overview of Bonita Cloud. Then we are going to take this time to go through a little bit about what is Bonitasoft, what is the Bonita platform. Some of you might already have used our platform already, but this is gonna to be for people who don't know yet, just to give you a little hint about who we are and what we are doing with our platform. Then we'll dive into Bonita Cloud values, show you a little bit in the backstage, and to present some customer use case. We'll also do a quick live demo to show you how to deploy an application, an automation application into Bonita Cloud. And then we're going to take some questions by the end of the call. So if you have questions, feel free to ask them directly on the chat on the interface, and we'll answer at the end of the meeting. So start with Bonitasoft. So Bonitasoft is a software editor, and we publish the Bonita platform, which is an open source platform dedicated for digital process automation, or BPM, business process management. We have been recognized by the main analysts in the world, Forrester, Gartner, or recently Deep Analysis for our product. So to summarize quickly why Bonita is different to the other solutions on the market. So first, we have this unique approach on low-code with a clear separation of visual programming versus coding capabilities. Low-code is really vast, but we have decided to provide a solution allowing a strong collaboration between the seasoned developers on one side with visual programming capabilities and professional developers with extensibility of the platform and technical aspects. Regarding this extensibility, Bonita is also fully extensible. We provide more than 20 extension points for professional developers to address all the specific use cases and customization for their core and critical use cases. We are really proud of this extensibility. As our customers often say, thanks to this extensibility, you are never blocked with Bonita. And finally, open source. The whole platform is built as an open source project. Why open source is important for us in our DNA? We think that open source is widely used all over the world. Developers prefer open source technology to develop. Open source is also responsive thanks to our very active community for bug fixing or for adding extension or to provide new modules. Open source is also for future proof, so there is no editor locking and it won't disappear if any issue occurs because the community can continue to manage the platform. And finally, because it is a tough and important topic, open source for us is really more secure because thanks to this large community that test and use our platform, we can detect and fix very quickly any security issues. So this is why open source is really important at Bonitasoft. Bonita can also be used by any type of users. And we really think that developing a core digital automation project require both a strong business view, but also a strong IT teams to be successful. Because the usual complexity of integration of your project into a legacy system, the specificity of the connectivity, and all the customization required to match the business needs can only be done by IT team with a strong skills. Nevertheless, the governance and the collaboration is key for the success of an automation project. This is why we really trust the collaboration between the citizen developers with our visual programming capabilities and the professional developers for all the extension points. Citizen developer can use these visual programming capabilities like the BPM modeling, business data modeling, our UI designer for form and page, etc., to create the core values of their business project, while the technical extension and customization can be done by the professional developers in their own environment, their preferred ID, to be then easily integrated into their final project. Just focusing very quickly on our extensivity, we have launched recently a new version of Bonita with Project Composer and our Bonitasoft marketplace, where you can get all of this out-of-the-box connector, module, etc., to be easily integrated into your project with the visual programming capability. So how to use and deploy the Bonita platform? So first, the community edition, which is free and open source. This open source edition provides all the low-code capabilities to develop and extend your project. There is no restriction with this edition. And once you have created your project, you can deploy them into the runtime, the execution platform of Bonita in the community edition. Everything is free and you can use at your home. Then we have the Enterprise Edition. The Enterprise Edition addresses core and critical projects. So you can easily upgrade from a community edition and use our Enterprise version. The Enterprise version really focuses on core project by adding a full set of pre-built features like securization, authentication, SSO, access right for any API usage and data access, the scalability of the platform also, clustering capabilities, shared memories to ensure the elasticity of the platform, strong set of monitoring option with business dashboard to follow the process activity, but also the technical monitoring option with a strong log, Prometheus, connectors, etc. And the continuous delivery aspect to build continuously and deploy a new version of your process on the platform. And finally, we provide Bonita Cloud. Bonita Cloud is a fully managed environment of Bonita Enterprise. So if you do not want to be bothered with the infrastructure, the capacity planning, the provisioning, and above all, if you want guarantee of availability, the Bonita Cloud version is here for you. It is the Enterprise Edition, fully managed by Bonitasoft, and it is the same exact platform as Bonita Enterprise. We provide for you a guarantee of service, a guarantee of availability, and our Bonita expertise to manage this platform. So to dive a bit in Bonita Cloud offer. So what is Bonita Cloud? Bonita Cloud offer combines all the values of Bonita into one. If Bonita Cloud is a dish, the recipe will be very simple. We take all the best ingredients of Bonitasoft and associate this in an expertise recipe. So first, the performant DPA platform, Bonita Enterprise. Then our proactive support with a strong knowledge on the platform and usage of the platform. A continuous delivery tool that we provide for you and we host for you and manage for you to deploy continuously your project on the platform. And finally, the service operation team and their expertise that maintain and ensure the best infrastructure in the world for this DPA platform. So with this recipe, you have a Bonita platform as a service, really focused for you to accelerate your innovation and focus on your digital transformation. So when we dive in detail on what we provide with Bonita Cloud offer. So first we provide in the standard offer free ready-to-use runtime. Runtime is the execution part of the Bonita platform. They are fully managed by Bonitasoft. We provide one production runtime and two non-production runtime. We guarantee the maintenance and update of this runtime. So what does that mean? That means that we all, of course, ensure the infrastructure maintenance. So we update for you the database version, the operating system, the network infrastructure, etc. But also the Bonita version itself. We ensure that you will always be up to date with the last Bonita capabilities, and also ensure that you always have the last secure version of Bonita. So this offer also provides a high performance platform. So we guarantee the high performance and scalability of the platform for the production runtime. And finally, we provide high availability of the platform. So for the production runtime with a 3-9 availability guaranteed, and 1 minute RPO and 15 minutes RTO. Just for those who are not familiar with RPO and RTO, it is a common term, but in SaaS usage, so it is explained as it. So when you have a disaster that occurs, RPO guarantees that you won't lose more than 1 minute of data on your platform, even if the major disaster occurred. And RTO ensures that we will retrieve and we will put back the service in place in less than 15 minutes. Again, this is in case of a major disaster, but this is a strong differentiator on the market. With Bonita Cloud platform, you have not any constraint when developing and executing your digital automation project. We provide a platform with unlimited number of users, unlimited number of processes, tasks, number of application cases of form. You are free to deploy. You just have to focus on your business without having to restrict yourself and to restrict the development team and the project team while creating a new application and project. We also provide for you, as I said, the continuous delivery platform with a ready-to-use BCD, which is included and managed for you in the cloud. The Bonita Cloud offer include also a set of premium services. First, you can custom your domain. So by default, it's a bonitacloud.com, but you can manage your own domain, mycompany.com, for instance, to hide the fact it is Bonita for your end user. We can provide a static outgoing IP, just ask us. We do any additional DB cloud and restore on demand. You can choose at the start of the project your preferred data center region close to your business, so either in North America, Europe, or any data center in these regions. For the Bonita platform configuration, we also ensure the SSO configuration, the LDAP synchronization to connect to your user directory and to synchronize with Bonita. We will configure the dynamic security on demand and do any manipulation with the BDM database on demand also. The capacity of the infrastructure is quite huge. We provide by default 200 gigabytes for the production database. You can use up to 1 terabyte of outgoing data per month. And we provide at least 1 backup a day and 15 days of backup. And of course, if you need more for most integration, you can we can provide some additional services like increase the database size, increase the outbound traffic, or put in place a VPN for more secure communication with your infrastructure. And I would say we also propose for you the expertise of the Bonita Cloud service operation. Why it is important? Because we are the software editor of Bonita. We know very well our platform, and so we can optimize the configuration of the platform and the infrastructure to match exactly your needs and ensure the platform will scale at any time. So we have an advanced and proactive monitoring of the platform. We provide the monitoring of infrastructure, hardware, application metrics, etc., and of course, an always up-to-date secure infrastructure. And like with Bonita Enterprise Edition, you also have all the rest of the Bonita offer perks. So the development suite with up to 10 Bonita Studio that can be installed locally. It's the same feature as an on-premise solution, and for the support, you can choose either gold or platinum. So to summary very quickly, Bonita Cloud in a nutshell, you can take advantage of the Bonita Studio to create all your digital process automation locally, store them in your own repository, and then Bonita Cloud will provide to you a self-service cloud with the Bonita Cloud continuous delivery to build and deploy your different applications in few clicks. And free runtime in production to execute your process. So one runtime of production with free 9 availability, 1 minute RPO and 15 minutes RTO, high performance guaranteed, 200 gigabytes of database and multiple backups. Then a pre-production environment with the same database as production in order to do some tests with real data, for instance, on your pre-production, and an integration database with a little integration runtime with a little database just to do some tests during your development phase. And of course, all the Bonitasoft expertise with the proactive support and the service operation team. And everything is unlimited in terms of users, processes, case, task, application. So how does that work? What are the backstage of Bonita Cloud? What is the magic behind that, behind this offer? No magic. So we use AWS as our main and infrastructure as a service. Why do we use AWS? We use AWS because we know it for a while. We use AWS for many years now. Because it's well spread all over the world for the region and data center, it's easy for you to choose a data center which is close to your business and your end user. Because it is recognized as top quality IaaS in the world. AWS is in the top 3 with Azure and GCP. So with a set of service-free premium and a lot of performance capabilities. We have deployed Bonita Cloud using new technology of containerization. And for that, we use all the service provided by AWS like EKS, but also the load balancer, EFS, etc. And for the monitoring, we trust Datadog as the main component. And Bonitasoft is also a certified AWS ISV partner. It means that we have a well-architected certification from AWS expert, and all our DevOps team is certified with the architect solution on our upper level. Just to show you a bit or to explain you a bit about the architecture. The goal of this slide is not to dive in detail in all the different boxes, but just to explain that deploying an application and a platform like Bonita is easy in a single server, but putting in place and deploying such an infrastructure to guarantee all the service in terms of availability, in terms of RTO, RPO, in terms of maintenance and update is not easy because you have to think about the hardware provisioning, the capacity planning of the database, the guarantee of service. So you have to do the duplication of database, to guarantee the RPO, a strong redundancy, to guarantee the RTO, to put in place a set of monitoring very advanced to follow everything, and to tune the platform dynamically. So this is this expertise. This is our strength for the Bonita Cloud offer. All this complexity, which is totally hidden for you, and you don't have to think about these operational questions. We do it for you. And you just have to focus on creating and using your application. Regarding security, because it's an important question, we can integrate with any enterprise identity, SSO, CAS, SML, Kerberos, etc. And we can connect to your organization or directory through AdLab. Regarding encryption, all data in transit are encrypted using TLS 1.3 protocol for both end user and the server and the database. And regarding the data storage, all databases are encrypted using IES 256 encryption algorithm. We also have a strong platform segregation. So each customer's platform is separated and does not share any component with the other Bonita Cloud customers. So you don't share servers, database, or access. The platform is totally separated to guarantee isolation and security of data access. We are fully GDPR compliant, of course, and we'll be very soon certified ISO 27001. So let's start with a live demo very quickly. So the goal of this demo is not to show you and to explain the whole principle of Bonita. It's just to show you how you can easily deploy Bonita Cloud. So here I just connect to our showroom, which is our platform to display and show the capabilities of Bonita platform. So on the showroom, we have created some different standard application like invoice management here, with a process and application to create and manage invoices. So you can see here some pages created with Bonita, some request of invoice we have the below process just behind this application. On Bonita Cloud, we host also the Bonita administration application, where you can have access to the monitoring capabilities, where you can follow also the monitoring of your process and to show the different states and where your process is and where your different tasks are located with the usual monitoring of Bonita. And also all the application list here with all the application we have deployed on this platform. So these different processes and application has been created in the Bonita Studio. So let me show you the Bonita Studio. So with the Bonita Studio, we now have the new Project Explorer here with the different artifact of a project. So the different process diagram, business data model, the different page and form are created for Bonita, but also application descriptor, which describe the different application. So just to show you, if for instance I want to add, so I just show you very quickly the different pages on the Bonita Cloud platform with process deploy. And imagine I just want now to deploy a new application. I want an application with to show, for instance, the status and where my different people in my team are overloaded or not with their tasks. So I will just create a new application in my studio here. And let's say I want just to, with this app, create a new app with the team management page here. Okay, which is let me show where is my team pages that has been already made here. My team manager page, my custom page team manager here with token demo, for instance. Okay. And let's say that I'll reuse this demo. And I just have created here a simple application. Again, I won't show you how to create the pages here. I just reuse already existing page. So I will save this application and commit and push. Sorry, add demo page. Commit and push on my Git repository. So this application has been deployed Sorry, I'll show you here, it will be easier. This application has been deployed on my Git repository here. So I just have a Git repository with my application deployed. And now I will connect to the Bonita Cloud continuous delivery environment. To build and deploy. So this is a continuous, here the continuous delivery environment where we have preset for you and pre-configured for you different set of actions you can reuse to deploy, to build, and very soon to test your application here. So let's deploy the project I just have created here. So this is the showroom cloud. And my branch is called Cloud Webinar. Yeah, sure. Cloud Webinar. And let's launch the build. So here it will just check out my project from my repository. And after it will build the application, configure artifact, and then deploy it finally on the Bonita Cloud environment. So as it takes a few minutes to build all these different applications, even if I just made a few changes, let's come back on the slide itself to present to you some use cases of Bonita Cloud customers. So I have two use cases to show to you. So first, ICAD. So ICAD is a real estate customer from the French government institution who is in charge of managing a whole set of building, of offices, etc., and to ensure that they will be properly managed. So what they were looking for is a central tool where they can deploy and use agile methodology to progressively deploy more and more process and to automatize their previous process that were done manually or paper-based. So they decided to choose Bonita Cloud to free themselves for administrate the infrastructure and to avoid to have to manage all the complexity of an infrastructure. And what really decided them to use Bonita Cloud is the fact that you can have the same extensibility capabilities from the on-premise version to Bonita Cloud. So you can do your own REST API extension, do your own custom page if you want, your own custom integration with our existing environment. So this is why they decided to use Bonita Cloud, and they use Bonita Cloud for 2 years now, and they are really happy with the platform, and they have deployed a lot of processes on the platform currently. The second use cases is a university, international Latam university. I can't say the name unfortunately, but they wanted to focus their effort of having a unique platform for multiple sub-university, because it is a consortium of university, to guarantee to create a unique registration process for their students and a career path processes for their students. What was really important for them and the selection criteria was the guarantee of service and scalability. It was key for them because they have a random flow of registration, but they also have a huge peak activity every quarter when a student have to register to their module, change to another module, and to change all their subscription from one quarter to another. And this is why they decided to choose Bonita Cloud, because they do not have to think about the scalability. They are sure that at any time, we'll ensure that even with this peak of activity, we will ensure the platform usage, even with the peak of student registration. So come back to the deployment. So it just has completed. So let's connect back to the platform. Yeah. Let's go back to the administration application of Bonita. If we go to application, you can see there is a demo app, the new application I have created in my studio. And if I click on it, so I've properly deployed this new page, okay, with that has been created to show how my team is loaded or not, and to help them to prioritize the different tasks here regarding their work. Easy. So I've completed the demo. It was a very fast demo. I will be really happy to answer any question. So I just have a look to the chat and check the question you may have. Okay, so first question, how Bonita Cloud offered to service integration can be used as an ESB, a service bus, or what offer do you use? Cloud ESB. So Bonita Cloud is a DPA platform. So we provide the full capability of a DPA platform. So you can create your own processes with the Bonita Studio, BPM processes, and we'll deploy it for them. We are not an ESB, but we can easily connect to an ESB with the existing connector we have to usual ESB. Or you can develop your own connector using our connector toolkit, and it will be easily connected to your own infrastructure. Any other question? So why Bonita Cloud is not available for community enterprise? Because as you understood, Bonita Cloud is really a premium offer. We offer a set of very strong services and guarantee of service to focus on your core and critical project. So Bonita Cloud is really our premium offer with our expertise. And this is why this offer is only available for Enterprise Edition. Also, you take advantage of the whole Enterprise Edition capabilities like authentication, access right capabilities, and the guarantee of scalability with the clustering, etc. We can manage for you. Can we get extra EC2 or DB2 instance for customization with Bonita Cloud? We are not, we are not an infrastructure as a service. We are a platform as a service, so we provide Bonita as a platform, and we use it, and we provide for you this Bonita platform. But we are not an infrastructure as a service. If you need dedicated EC2 instance, if you need your own database instance, you have to manage that by yourself. We do not provide a service to host your own instances. Of course, if these instances are on AWS, we can ease the connectivity and use direct connect capabilities of AWS, but we won't manage for you these different services. We are a DPA editor, and so we focus on what we know, the DPA platform of Bonita, and this is what we offer. But we do not provide extra infrastructure as a service options. Does Bonita Studio have user limit? So there is no user limit for Bonita Studio. Of course, you can use by default. We provide the set of studio you can install on your team environment, but you can easily deploy many studio on your team. Maybe one question again. Is it possible to have access to the infrastructure? No, you cannot have directly access to the Bonita Cloud infrastructure. You cannot access directly to the server because we will manage that for you, and we have to ensure the platform is always up and running. And to ensure this guarantee of service, availability, RTO, and scalability, we have to restrict the access to the infrastructure. But you can take advantage of the whole capabilities of Bonita platform to do any kind of DPA computation on this environment. And can we use different kind of authentication system? Sure. By default, we have one SSO. So you can connect to SAML, Kerberos SSO, for instance. And if you want to have a custom authentication by combining multiple SSO, it can be easily done by doing your own custom authentication service. We can validate and deploy for you on the environment, on the Bonita Cloud environment. Okay. Last one. Does the disaster recovery node is included in Bonita Cloud? Yes and no. So yes, we ensure for you the disaster recovery. What does that mean? That means that we ensure full redundancy of the database in multiple AWS zone. So at any time, we will ensure that we will switch for you the database to ensure you won't lose any data. If you need extra backup and to come back in the past, yes, we have multiple backup over the last days, and we can come back on the previous backup. But the database deployment we have put in place ensure a full disaster recovery at any time, and more than that, a full accessibility at any time of the database. Okay. Thank you for these questions, and thank you for watching this webinar. If you have any question or if you missed something in the presentation, it will be available on our website. And feel free to contact us through our contact form on bonitasoft.com website, and we'd be happy to discuss with you in the future and to work with you on this offer. Thanks, everybody. Bye.